What up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and I'm back for another commentary. And this is another episode of my Jacksonville Jaguars Kinetic Careers. And right here, we're taking a look at the Pro Bowl players. Sorry about that, but we're looking at the Pro Bowl players for the AFC. I didn't look at the NFC for some reason because I just wanted you guys to see who from our team made it. And of course, we have Justin Blackmon, we have Mincy, and I believe that's it. And Kaepernick. I think Kaepernick was up there. I wasn't even paying attention just now. But also, aside from that, we're going to take a look at the 2012 annual awards. For the MVP, leading is, of course, Aaron Rodgers, because he gets that pretty much every time when you do a Kinetic Careers. For the Offensive Player of the Year, number 2 is Kaepernick. Number 1 is Joe Flacco. So that's kind of crazy right there. Joe Flacco, I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback. He's just not, in my opinion, Offensive Player of the Year. But Andrew Luck and Trent Richardson have taken the top 2 spots, or moved ahead of Justin Blackmon in the Rookie of the Year. He previously was number 1, but the best QB, surprisingly, is Kaepernick, despite his problems that he has been having as far as holding on to the ball and with the giveaways. But best wide receiver, which is good news, is Justin Blackmon, our rookie wide receiver, which is kind of crazy because he's not number 1 on the Rookie of the Year. But here's the injury report for us. We have Clint Sessions, Derek Cox, and Joshua Cribbs out, all out for more than 2 weeks, or 2 weeks or more, and we really need to get them back. But before we start this game, we have a locker room report. Vontae Davis, cornerback for the Indianapolis Colts, said this about Kaepernick: if I had Blackmon, I could go out there and do the same thing. So he's basically saying Kaepernick is only a good quarterback because he has such an explosive number 1 wide receiver, and you guys just witnessed that for yourself, and you guys have been witnessing that all season. So hopefully that inspires or motivates Kaepernick to do his thing this game, because he has been having a few bad games, and especially in the loss to the Packers, he threw 3 interceptions. But Maurice Jones-Drew is getting that long rush touchdown right there. Maybe Vontae Davis should have tried to catch Maurice Jones-Drew, but instead he's so focused on criticizing our quarterback that he forgot about our star running back, Maurice Jones-Drew, who is going to surpass 1,000 yards soon. And he hits Justin Blackmon again, so maybe Vontae is right. Maybe it's because he has Justin Blackmon, who is just a great wide receiver. He is really good on getting yards after the catch, especially in this season. But the Jaguars force another 3-and-out, and we are up 21-0. And Kaepernick on the QB wrap is going to get a lot of good yardage. If he was just a little bit faster, he would have taken that one for a touchdown. But they're going to look to increase their lead with this Josh Scobee field goal right here. But we have jumped out to a really, really fast start. But hopefully we can play all 4 quarters like this and not let them come back. But Jeremy Shockey just, getting upended, and the fumble is going to be recovered by Posluszny. The hit on him was crazy. He just got flipped, like head on the ground, feet in the air, upside down. So we're going to see what Kaepernick and company can do following that fumble recovery. And he is looking and looking, and he's going to run, and he's going to fumble it. So fumble for fumble here in the second quarter. Shockey fumbles, Kaepernick fumbles. We were hoping to stop that. I just need to learn to slide with Kaepernick, but I always forget. I always want more yardage. But right there, you see it again. They make me control the wrong person. They make me run into my own player. I need to just let the computer do it, because I always end up controlling the wrong player and, giving up a really big play. But that will result in a touchdown by Donald Brown. Kaepernick back to pass, going to find Stovall. He never really contributes on offense aside from blocking. But right there, he catches one. And T.Y. Hilton right there catches that pass on the left side for 22 yards. In the third quarter, we only hold a 17-point lead. We haven't been able to score yet in the third. And they're going to hit Jeremy Shockey, always breaking at least 1 tackle. Never gets down on first contact, especially on these sliders. Speaking of sliders, if you don't know, or if you haven't read the comment, I actually said that I'm gonna finish out these seasons this season on the default all-man sliders, and then test out new sliders in the second preseason, if that makes sense. So that way I can finish out this season without it being any harder or any easier than it was when I got to, the record that I am now. But back to the game, the Colts have come roaring back, and they are only down one score. And this is not particularly a big play. I just showed it because it was a really nice catch by Blackman, adjusting to the bad pass thrown by Kaepernick. Maybe that was what Vontae Davis was talking about, but the Jaguars will have to settle for this Josh Scobie field goal right here, and he nailed it. So we are up 10 points now, but they get Austin Collie. I believe it's Austin Collie, but once again, they get a big play just like in the first game. They got plenty of big plays in the first one, and now they are only down 3, so this drive is very crucial. 3rd and 14, Kaepernick is going to be sacked, so the Colts get the ball back. They are only down 3, and Kaepernick is down. But we're going to see what the defense does here. They're going to hit Jeremy Shockey, and he's going to get out of bounds. So they only need a field goal to tie it, a touchdown to win. We have to prevent the touchdown at all costs. And Shockey gets that one. And Luck is back to pass again. Looking. Can't find anything. Forces it in. And Rasheed Mathis picks this one off. And he's going to cover up the ball, making sure the Colts don't get another chance at it. And that would pretty much steal the game if we can get a few first downs. And on 3rd and 6, Cecil Shorts at 3rd makes a tough catch right there. The defender was swatting at it, trying to rip it from Shorts. I'm sorry about that. And that would seal the Jacksonville win here in front of the home crowd on prime time. So we defeat our rivals, and Kaepernick is saying to Vontae Davis, maybe you should have been focused on stopping Justin Blackman instead of focusing on how he was successful. You know what I'm saying? But Maurice Jones-Drew, pretty much the main reason we won, him and Blackman, because he had 122 rushing yards, and I believe Blackman had well over 150, if I'm not mistaken, or just almost at 150 on 4 receptions. Shockey has revived his career with the Indianapolis Colts, but really quickly, I'm going to get into trying to negotiate Rashad Jennings. Even though he's a poor scheme fit and poor team need, I feel like I value him as a backup because he's actually made some plays this season as well. He's caught some screens. He's got a few rushes when Maurice Jones-Drew got tired. But I'm going to offer him basically the minimum, only $70K signing bonus and $1 million per year. He's a 77 overall, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not sure if he will take it, but I'm going to hope he does. But I know Greg Jones, he's a really good fullback for us. He's been with the Jaguars for a long time now, and I'm not going to offer him too much, only $100K signing bonus and $2.4 million a year. But in the next episode, guys, we're going to see if he actually accepts it. Rashad Jennings I'm more focused on because I don't know. It's something about him. I like playing with him. I mean, it's not a team need, but, I actually like playing with him. He's really, I can use him. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And we are getting set to face the Houston Texans. We played them in week 2, but that is not in an episode. Back then, I was hoping that I can just show some key games throughout the season. That way we can get to the playoffs quicker. But I realized later that made no sense. I can't just let you guys not see certain games. But like I said, we're facing the Texans and Matt Schaub. I hate the Texans. If anybody who knows me, you guys know why I hate the Texans. 2 years in a row, you eliminate the Bengals. Really? 2 years in a row. I hate you guys. But Kaepernick is going to hit Mercedes Lewis down the seam, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a fast start. The Jacksonville defense was able to force a punt by the Houston offense, and Kaepernick gets the ball with good field position, going to hit Cecil Shorts on the left side for a few yards. But after a sack, we will have to settle for a field goal, and Scobie kicks it right down the middle to give the Jaguars a 10-0 lead. And I'm just going to warn you guys right now, Arian Foster made this defense look pathetic starting now, and he just gets that easy touchdown to cut the deficit to only 3. So we're going to have to learn to stop him after a punt by the Jaguars offense. Here he is again on the toss play, just breaking so many tackles. I mean, Arian Foster is good. Don't get me wrong, but look at the amount of tackles he's broken. I mean, look, there he is on a receiving touchdown, whether it be by ground or air. He is tearing up this defense, and now they have taken a lead, and we're going to go deep to Maurice Jones-Drew. I'm not sure why that formation has him as a wide receiver, but later on in the second quarter, J.J. Watts gets his second sack of the day, and Matt Schaub is going to find a wide open Johnson, and he's going to break a tackle, start going horizontal, east and west, and then cuts it up for the touchdown. The crazy part about that play was that we had like 7 Jaguars around him, and none of them tried to tackle him. It was just like, hey, that's Andre Johnson, I'm not going to tackle him. Hey, man, you get him. But anyway, that's Connor Barwin. He gets a sack, so our offensive line just cannot handle the pass rush of this Texans team, not Texas, I'm sorry. But once again, Kaepernick fumbles it. I need to learn to slide. I have to tell myself that every time, slide. But I always want to get the extra yardage, and that time he came behind me, but when I slide for some reason, even if I tap it, he dives, and that's really annoying because it often causes fumbles. But Cecil Shorts takes the hit right there as we are trying to come back from 28-10. Kaepernick's going to fire this one down the middle and find Marcedes Lewis for his second touchdown of the day. But our defense has to play well. But we're going to go for 2, and Kaepernick is going to run this one in himself. So now we have suddenly cut the deficit to only 10. Hopefully our defense can get a stop. But no, they worked their way all the way downfield. And look at Arian Foster again. He didn't have to cut that to the left. I think he just wanted to break another tackle, being an a-hole. But they go up 35-18. Josh Cribbs is injured, so we're going to see what Jordan Shipley can do. And he's going to get to the left side and take this one for a touchdown. The offense didn't even have to go onto the field to match that Arian Foster touchdown. So now I believe we go for 2 again, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, we don't. We are still only down by 10. Kaepernick running out to the left side. Going to hit Cecil Shorts on that beautiful tiptoe catch right there. And he goes over 100 yards receiving on the day. Kaepernick back to pass again. Going to throw a pick to Reed, and he will be tackled by Blackman. So we had to score right there, at least a field goal. But here's Arian Foster again, making me and this defense look pathetic. So they go up 42-25, but it is not over yet. We still have 2 minutes left. Kaepernick going to be looking, just going to throw this one up to Justin Blackman, and he is going to snatch it away from Jonathan Joseph and take this one for the touchdown. That was a crazy catch, going right over the body of Jonathan Joseph, one of the best man-to-man corners in the NFL. 98-man coverage on this game, Madden 13, so that's kind of crazy right there. So Kaepernick going for 2, going to run this one in himself again. So now we are only down by 12 points. We would have to get the onside kick, and we do get it. So we get the onside kick right here. We're going to see what Kaepernick can do right here to make this a game. But they're going to find Blackman again, and he's going to get down to about the 9-yard line with 56 seconds to go. Kaepernick is going to find Marcedes Lewis for his 3rd touchdown of the day. All we have to do is get another onside kick. We have a timeout, and I think we can do it, but nope. Of course, Gene gets it. So we will fall to the Texans in this one, just coming up short. We allowed them to get their run game going a little bit too much, and eventually it damaged us in the long run. So Kaepernick 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the day. In the next episode, I will be showing stats, and we'll be playing the Titans and I can't remember. I know we played the Titans though. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.